On March 10, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu made what appeared to be a routine visit to Israel's National Health Operations Center. At the time, the appearance did not attract unusual attention. It was simply another moment during a tense period in the Middle East when Israel was already deeply engaged in a growing confrontation with Iran. What followed, however, quickly turned into a mystery that captured the internet's attention. After that visit, Netanyahu, a leader known for his frequent speeches, media appearances, and outspoken messaging during wartime, largely disappeared from public view for several days. The silence was striking. For a prime minister who typically communicates regularly about military operations and political developments, the sudden quiet triggered speculation across social media and international online forums. Within hours, rumors began spreading. Soon those rumors exploded into something far more dramatic, a claim that Israel's prime minister had been killed in an Iranian attack. The story spread rapidly across social media platforms, messaging apps, and several state-linked media outlets aligned with Iran. The allegation was simple but explosive. According to the narrative circulating online, Iran had launched a highly coordinated missile or drone strike that penetrated Israel's advanced air defense systems and directly hit Netanyahu's office. The claim quickly gained traction across the internet. Within a short period, posts began asserting that Netanyahu had been critically wounded or killed in the rubble of the attack. Some versions of the rumor suggested the Israeli government was hiding the truth while attempting to maintain stability inside the country. Other versions claim the strike had successfully bypassed Israel's famed Iron Dome defense system, an event that would represent a major military breakthrough if it were true. But as the rumor spread, another wave of speculation began building around it. Several unrelated developments began circulating online as supposed evidence. Reports of increased security around the prime minister's residence were interpreted as confirmation that something major had happened. Other users pointed to postponed diplomatic visits and shifting security alerts as further proof that Israel was dealing with a crisis inside its leadership. Even routine diplomatic statements began to be dissected. At one point, analysts on social media focused on the wording of a government readout describing a phone call between Netanyahu and French President Emmanuel Macron. Some posts claimed the statement lacked clear timing details or supporting audio, which they interpreted as evidence that the call might not have actually happened. These interpretations spread quickly in the chaotic information environment of wartime. Soon the story expanded beyond the prime minister himself. Additional rumors began circulating that Netanyahu's brother, Ido Netanyahu, had also been killed in a related strike. Other posts claimed that Israel's National Security Minister, Itamar Ben-Gvir, had been seriously injured or killed as well. None of these claims were backed by credible evidence. In fact, multiple fact checks and official statements later confirmed that these stories were false. Viral posts alleging that Iranian strikes killed Israeli political figures or Netanyahu's relatives were widely debunked as misinformation spreading online during the conflict. As the speculation continued, Israeli officials responded directly. Government sources dismissed the rumors outright and described them as fabricated claims circulating online. In several cases, officials bluntly labeled the allegations as fake news, emphasizing that no such attack on the prime minister's office had occurred. Despite the official denials, the story continued spreading across the digital landscape for several days. The situation illustrates a growing reality of modern conflicts. Wars are no longer fought only with weapons and armies. They are also fought with narratives, information campaigns, and psychological operations designed to influence public perception. Experts say misinformation can play a powerful role in wartime strategy. By spreading claims of a successful assassination or major military breakthrough, propaganda networks can project strength, undermine public confidence in rival governments, and create confusion among audiences worldwide. In the case of the Netanyahu rumor, analysts noted that the narrative appeared to originate from Iranian-linked media channels before rapidly spreading across social platforms. The story followed a familiar pattern seen in other conflicts: a dramatic claim, limited evidence, and rapid amplification through online networks. Meanwhile, the geopolitical backdrop in which the rumor emerged was already extremely volatile. At the end of February 2026, Israel and the United States launched a major coordinated military campaign targeting Iranian military and nuclear infrastructure. The operation, reportedly involving airstrikes and missile attacks across several locations in Iran, dramatically escalated tensions in the region. The strikes were part of a broader effort by Israel to weaken what it described as an existential threat posed by Iran's nuclear program and military capabilities. The conflict quickly expanded. Iran retaliated with missile and drone attacks across the region, targeting Israeli territory as well as U.S. facilities and allied states. Air raid sirens, missile launches, and military mobilizations became common headlines as the confrontation intensified. Within this chaotic environment, misinformation spread easily. Rumors about political assassinations, secret strikes, and hidden casualties circulated almost daily across online networks. In reality, however, Netanyahu remained alive and continued leading Israel's wartime government. Within days of the rumors' peak, the Israeli prime minister resumed public engagement and addressed the conflict directly in statements and briefings. During one appearance discussing the ongoing confrontation with Iran, he reflected on the possibility of political change inside the country.
He said, "You can lead someone to water, you cannot make him drink." The remark referred to the uncertainty surrounding whether internal political pressure in Iran could eventually lead to regime change. In the same context, he acknowledged that Israel could not control the internal decisions of Iranian citizens themselves.
He said, "I do not deny it. I cannot say for certain that the Iranian people will bring down the regime." These statements underscored the complexity of the geopolitical situation unfolding across the region. Even as Israel and its allies intensified military operations, the long-term outcome of the conflict remained uncertain. Recent reporting shows Netanyahu continuing to speak publicly about the war and Israel's strategy. In one address, he emphasized that Israeli military operations had significantly damaged Iranian capabilities, while warning that the confrontation was far from over. At another moment during the crisis, he insisted that Israel remain resilient despite the escalating confrontation. His public appearances served as clear evidence that the viral assassination rumor was false, yet the episode highlighted how powerful misinformation can become during wartime. Today's conflicts unfold across multiple battlefields simultaneously. There is the traditional battlefield where missiles, drones, and soldiers determine the outcome of military engagements. There is the diplomatic battlefield where alliances, negotiations, and international pressure shape political outcomes, and increasingly there is the digital battlefield. On this front, narratives compete for dominance across social media platforms, messaging apps, and news ecosystems around the world. False stories can spread faster than verified information, particularly when they contain dramatic or shocking claims. Once a rumor gains momentum online, it can be extremely difficult to stop. Corrections and fact checks often reach far fewer people than the original viral claim. This phenomenon has become one of the defining challenges of the modern information age. The rumor about Netanyahu's death is a clear example. Despite being debunked quickly by officials and journalists, the story continued circulating across online communities long after it was disproven. For many observers, the episode demonstrates how easily wartime uncertainty can be exploited by misinformation campaigns. When people lack clear information, speculation fills the gap. And in the hyper-connected digital world, that speculation can travel across the globe within minutes. Ultimately, the facts remain straightforward. Benjamin Netanyahu was not killed in an Iranian missile strike. There is no verified evidence that such an attack occurred against his office in Tel Aviv. And the Israeli prime minister has continued to appear publicly and direct his country's strategy during the ongoing conflict with Iran. The viral story that captured the internet's attention was not the result of a secret assassination. It was a powerful reminder of how modern warfare extends far beyond the battlefield into the realm of information, perception, and digital influence.